Now, going over to the political part podcast, going to the VP debate, you have JD Vance calling out the moderators for lying to the audience, which no one should really be too surprised. I mean, it's so ridiculous that all of these debates are always on left-leaning news sites. The moderators are always in no way moderate at all, and Republicans keep caving. Just, I mean, maybe it's a metaphor for what they do in Congress usually these days. They just cave and do whatever the right or whatever the left wants. I mean, they disappoint a lot, especially when it comes to Second Amendment. How the NFA Act of 1934 is still allowed to be around is disgusting, unconstitutional, and disappointment to Republicans who say they love gun rights. You say it, great. Work on that. It's almost 100 years. Get that repealed. But I partially digress. Now, Elon actually retweeted on this on a good old X Twitter. And this is originally posted by Doge Designer saying JD Vance called out the moderators for lying to the audience, and CBS immediately mutes him. Legacy media is clearly controlled by Democrats. And Elon says, true. Not too long, only about a minute there. There you can see here.
And just to clarify for our viewers, Springfield, Ohio does have a large number of Haitian migrants who have legal status, temporary protected status.
Well, Margaret, but
thank you, Senator. We have so much to get to.
Margaret, I think it's important because
we're going to turn out of the economy. Thank you,
Margaret. The rules were that you guys weren't going to fact check, and since you're fact checking me, I think it's important to say what's actually going on. So there's an application called the CBP One app, where you can go on as an illegal migrant, apply for asylum or apply for parole, and be granted legal status at the wave of a Kamala Harris open border wand. That is not a person coming in, applying for a green card and waiting for 10 years. That is the facilitation of illegal immigration, Margaret, by our own leadership.
Thank you, Senator, for describing the legal process. We have so much to get to, Senator.
Those laws have been on the books since 1990.
Thank you, gentlemen.
The CBP One app has not been on the books.
Did we have phone apps in 1990, Tim? No, we did not. We had the flip phones back in the day. Shoot, the Motorola Razr is an icon of the telecom community. But yeah, we didn't have apps on the phones like we have now.
Since 1990. It's something that Kamala Harris created, Margaret.
Gentlemen, the audience can't hear you because your mics are cut.
Yes. Look how smug that not beautiful woman is. Ridiculous. Thankfully, went pretty viral, so hopefully more and more people realize this. Got 26.2 million views as well as 362,000 likes. One of the first ones, comments coming from the rabbit hole. And there's a little infographic there, and he says, quote, "They didn't fact check Wall's border crossings, clear bias." And yeah, Tim Wall said border crossings are down since Donald Trump left office, which I don't know how mentally vacuous you have to be to believe that. Again, it's estimated about anywhere between 8 and like 20 million illegals have crossed in the past 41 months. It's an insane statistic. And here you can see a nice little graph where you look right literally shows every single year when Trump is in office, all is at low, and then when Kamala and Biden got in office, it skyrocketed like the inflation rate. And that little graph got 1.9 thousand likes. I said Planet of Memes, but did not, in fact, use a meme to actually respond. A little disappointing. But nevertheless, the Planet of Memes says, quote, "It was 3 women against JD Vance tonight, getting 3.4 thousand likes." Bounty Go says the left loves to censor, getting 1,000 likes, and true, yeah. That's why they had the Twitter panels. I got 1.1 thousand likes now. Gunther Eagleman says, quote, "They're the party of censorship, and they proved that tonight, getting 4.3 thousand likes." Yeah. Fun fact, was Tim Walz, was he muted? Mm-hmm. Paul Zupas says, quote, "The moderators were in the bag of Mr. Walz. Doesn't matter. Vance dominated, getting 1.8 thousand likes. Base Electrician says, well, quote, "Can we start over?" And it's Tim Walz looking like Red and Stimpy from that cartoon. Getting 140 likes. I also have Mr. Bigglesworth memes. This is a little clip of Mr. Walz.
I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look,
I mean, wise man once said you could judge a man by the company he keeps. Now, it's fascinating that Tim Walz keeps school shooters in his company. It's very unusual, to say the least. And we have all the blunders during the debate, of all the, speaking mishaps. That's got to be the most hilarious, entertaining ones. That got 92 likes. Structure Cell says, quote, "They know what they are doing. They are on the mouthpiece of the Democratic Party, getting 930 likes." Which, again, why aren't any of these debates ever on a moderate or even a right-leaning news outlet? Because, I mean, say leftists would never agree to actually come on a debate where it's actually fair. They have to have, work on their competency in order to win. Craig Chamberlain says, quote, Vance put them in their place though, and it never happened again, getting 339 likes. Huh. Livercrap Media TM says JD is a G, and it's JD Vance, but they put the pixelated glasses on him. And Tim Walz is looking at him, and they inserted the text saying shit, getting 195 likes. Oh, jeez, someone has a picture of Tim Walz, and they have that quote, I've become friends with school shooters, getting 215 likes. Let's see. He also said, oh yeah, they asked him if he would ban guns, and he said, oh, I'm a gun owner. And, capitulated the entire time, never actually answered the question. And again, Kamala Harris has said she will. Let's see here. Any other? Yeah, no, not a lot of contrarian statements in terms of people, speaking up or trying to stick up for Tim. The meme lab also says, welcome, is a picture of Tim standing between those gals, and it says, welcome to tonight's VP debate. 832 likes. Val says all these 2024 debates are held on CNN, ABC, CBS, while they are all leftist propaganda, but Trump and Vance are absolutely crushing them. 908 likes, which, yeah, I think they did pretty good, especially uphill battle for him. I think in terms of JD Vance, it definitely helped that, every time he does, actually talks to the public press, which something that, really don't do on the left, but he's basically sparring with all these leftist activist reporters, so he's pretty articulate and he knows how to actually justify his cases. So I think, kind of like, going to the gym, he's been working out, so to say. So I think that's one of the reasons he did so exceptional during the debate. Now, how many people actually had their minds changed? I'm a little skeptical because a lot of people are just kind of deadlocked into their own political parties. But let me know, do you think, JD Vance calling out the moderators, do you think did any good? Do you think, people just kind of locked in at this point? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say today. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.